Took me 11 months to get permission. 11 months out of the can, out of the joint. But I'm on my way home for the first time. Home, I mean Huntington Beach. I'm also going to go visit my mom and dad's grave at the National Cemetery, not far from there. And it'll feel good to get in the water after 30 plus years. And wash off 3 decades of toxic debris. And right now we're going through Bakersfield. We left at about 4:30. It's 6 o'clock now. And we're still about 3 hours away from LA. And I'll post back up when we get into LA or close in that direction. All right. Heading down the 99. So here I am at the National Cemetery. And this is a long time coming. I wasn't here for my mom and dad, either one of them, when they left this mortal coil. And this is the first opportunity I've had to be here. I'm standing over where their bodies are buried right now. It's kind of surreal and kind of overwhelming and very emotional. It's just makes me feel like a real piece of shit that I wasn't here for them in their final hour of need, because I was paying the price for being a gangster. It's just a lot of emotions welling up inside of me, and damn if there ain't 2 ravens that just landed right there, Hugin and Munin. I mean, just right there. It's like a sign from Odin. And this is bittersweet. They so would have wanted me to be free, and I want to be free. I love being free. But as you can see by the dates, 1997 and 1999 respectively, father and mother passing, that I'm decades too late. Oh, you tough little thugs who think you want to be a gangster. That's what happens. It's the price you pay. You lose your loved ones while you're locked away for being an asshole. That's it's a hard pill to swallow. Well, here I am, Huntington Beach, California. Long time coming. I went out and got wet, frolicked in the waves, swam in the ocean, cleaned away 3 decades plus of toxic debris. This is what I'm seeing. This part of Huntington Beach is actually called Bolsa Chica. People think it's its own city, but it's not. It's the city of Huntington Beach. And felt really good to get wet, soak up the sun. I don't know how many times over the years, over the decades, I dreamt about this moment. Never really believing that it would happen. And here I am. Over there, if you can see that city in the distance over there through the light haze, that's Long Beach. The other side of Seal Beach there is Long Beach. That's where I was born in 1962. Right along Atlantic Avenue. And my dad, being a sailor, a frogman at that, coming from Iowa, he wanted me to have a love for the ocean like he developed. So when he took my mom home, back then you stayed in the hospital, mom and child, for like 3 or 4 days. Not like now. And, first thing they did was they drove down Atlantic Avenue to Ocean Avenue. And they took me to a place called Cherry Beach. And my dad washed my feet, my little newborn feet, in salt water. And rubbed sand on them. And said, may salt water flourish in your veins, and may you have a love for the sea like I do. He got his wish. I love this place. I can't imagine being landlocked forever. I believe for Linda and I, our future is not this particular beach, but a beach. We will be living by a beach within the next few years. And once I get off parole, we'll have to go visit the grandkids as much as possible, give us a couple weeks respite there. But my dreams of Wyoming are long forgotten after I've gotten wet here. I must be by the sea, where I can walk on it every morning, every afternoon, surf if my old fat ass still can, and if not, body surf in it, swim in it, rejoice in it, feel the spirit of the God Njord, the Nordic god of the sea, who blesses us. And spend what days I have left with my wife, my dogs, at the ocean. Hail Njord, hail Odin. Those of you watching who have aspirations of being a gangster or being somebody who wants to go to prison to make his bones, make a rep for himself, there's nothing to that anymore. And there's no luster in it. All it does is make somebody stupid and dumb. And you can't do this. Earlier I visited the grave of my mother and father. And anguish and heartache that I experienced, the emotions, I'm not too proud to tell you. I felt like a grade A asshole and piece of shit for not being for them in their final journey across the Bifrost Bridge to the other side. I love this. You can't buy this with money. You can't buy this feeling that I'm experiencing today. There ain't no amount of canteen or packages or special purchases or good homies or road dogs that can replace this or take away the anguish that I felt for all those years from being separated from this. Well, I'm not anymore. And I suspect that the wife and I and the dogs will make many treks out here probably every 6 weeks or so, you know, to enjoy this, the majesty of all that the gods have created here upon this mortal coil we call Midgard. I will tell you, for a 220-pound man, you know, the Nine Sisters, they knocked me around a bit out there, I'll tell you. They knocked me around. I'm not too proud to say that. You know, it's just, see, it's powerful. I had to take care not to wade too far out, lest Rand snatched me up in her net and drug me out. All bullshit aside, this is what freedom feels like. You can imagine the power and the majesty of this day, this moment right here, of a man who spent nearly 4 decades absent of all this. All you got to do is imagine loving something like this much and then having it taken away from you. Actually, it wasn't taken away from me. I forfeited it through my actions. I gave it away. No. No more. I've given all I'm giving to the state of California. And I'm looking forward to the day where I'll be giving that number back that I picked up in the early 80s. I'm up for parole discharge review next month when I have a year out. But nobody from this part of the state gets off in less than 2 years when they're a lifer, so I'm not very optimistic, but that's okay. That's okay. I'd do 5 years like this if I had to be able to hold on to this. And I just got to tell you, this is just the most wonderful feeling. Words escape me when I seek to articulate the emotion that I'm experiencing out here today. But I can tell you this, the worst day out here is better than the best day inside. That's what people need to remember. Because it's like, I just can't implore you enough to just listen to what I'm saying and heed what I'm saying. There's nothing good happening in there. Those dungeons, it's just this right here. This is what's fucking happening. This is what's happening. Oh, it's starting to clear up and you can see Long Beach just a little bit better. Alright, well, I'll check in with you I get to my next destination. Today. Had a wonderful day. All right, well, it's 11:43 and the wife and I finally made it home. It's been a long day. I'd like to say I hope you enjoyed all this as much as I did, but there's no possible way you could possibly, even vicariously enjoy this as much as I did. I can praise the All-Father Odin to make this happen. Without him, nothing is possible. The other gods and goddesses would not be, nor would we. And I'll tell you, man, it was just, it was a wonderful day. It was a somber day. It was an emotional day. And, this is my post. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope there's some takeaway to help somebody. So, have a good night. And until next time, be safe, peace, and Odin Meadows.